Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is gonna be especially to everybody who feel everything super deeply. And if you're not one of those people, this video is still for you because we're gonna talk about emotions in general. First, I wanna say something to the first group of people that I mentioned, is to everybody who feel everything super deeply. I think all of us, at least once in our life, heard this thing, it's not that deep, or you're over exaggerating, or you're making it a big deal. It's never that it's not that deep. Maybe you are not that deep. Maybe you don't feel it as deep. Maybe for you it's not such a big thing, but the emotion that comes with a certain thing, it's not something that is always on the same level, okay? It's not like there is a norm for a society that everything like in this area should be feel the same. No, everybody feels different things differently. And if you're a person who is very emotional, who feels a lot, you can feel everything very deeply. And even a little thing can make you feel like so many things. And I am not so much into naming the emotions. I don't think we should name the emotion. I think we're just supposed to feel them, because naming something already puts like an etiquette on it, and I don't like it. I think that some things are good when they are not described. So I'm not gonna name any emotions in this video. I'm gonna try not to name it, because still this is like a reflex, because we've been always taught how to express the emotions, so we're supposed to describe them, we're supposed to name them. If you're feeling so much, even a little thing can bug you off, even a little thing can make you feel so many things, it's like it's overwhelming you, right? It's a blessing and it's a curse at once. Like, since you feel so deeply, you can focus onto the part that not everybody will feel as much as you do, and you're gonna feel sometimes misunderstood, but you can also like focus on the part that you get to experience so many wonderful emotions, or not even wonderful emotions. You get to experience so many emotions. There are no good emotions, bad emotions, they're just different emotions, and you get to experience them all in such a deep level. It's the same as swimming. You get to swim onto the deep waters. You get to dive into it, and it's so wonderful because not many people can experience it. And you can, because you are the kind of person who can feel it so deeply. You're the kind of person who can do it, who can experience it. And we are literally like put it onto this planet, onto Earth, to experience everything, to feel everything. Because I don't know if you watched The Vampire Diaries, but there is just basically this thing. This is not gonna be a spoiler, by the way. There's this thing that, like, when you're a vampire, you can just like turn off the switch, right? You can stop, like, consciously choose not to feel anything anymore. And when you're flipping the switch, it's like you do not care about anything. And the prettiest thing about human is that we cannot turn off the emotions. Emotions were what made the vampires in the TV show like more human, and they even called it turn your humanity off, because emotions are human thing. And the fact that you get to experience so much emotions, and with such like a strong wave of them, like such a big strength, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's a blessing. And even if sometimes you're gonna feel misunderstood, I want you to remember that the fact that somebody doesn't see the thing as deep as you do, it says nothing about you experiencing it or them experiencing it. It says nothing about you or about them. It's just how it is. It's just, you don't have to be understood on the way you feel. You can just understand yourself. You don't have to make people understand you. You can just like feel discomfort in understanding yourself, or even just releasing those emotions, just like swiping through those emotions. They don't have to be understood. You don't have to be understood. And I know that this is such a big thing, because I've always been the kind of person also who was going to people and like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, please understand me, like validate what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna save you time and so many tears. You don't have to get the validation from other people. It is enough. It is truly enough if you know that what you're feeling right now, it's okay to feel it. It's okay that this little thing, what somebody told you, made you cry. It's okay if this thing made you so happy that you started crying. It's okay if you felt so like extra over the little thing. It is fine. It is beautiful. And you don't have to get the validation from other people about it. They are not living this life, you are living this life. So they do not get to say what you can or cannot feel. This is your thing, and you get to dive so deep. And if somebody says to you the next time, it's not that deep, you're not that deep, I am. So I will feel it that deeply. I will get through it that deeply because it's the same as power, right? Somebody, or the speed, somebody might have like 1 time speed, somebody might be 2 times speed. The big highs and the small lows, like if there is a sinus, right? Like the trigonometry functions. I'm a math person, so like this is how I'm gonna explain. Like if the function is like this, and you're gonna make the values of the function 2 times big, so you're gonna have high, low, lows, high, low, lows, and you get to switch in between them, or sometimes like be like this and reach very, very high, and you get to do it. And if somebody doesn't have this range as you do, they cannot do it, and it's such a shame for them because they will never experience loving so deeply and being happy so deeply as you do. Because with those tragic moments when you feel so low, when you feel so exhausted and like hurted, as much angry as you feel, as much sad as you feel, you get to also feel so incredibly happy, like with the same power but like the other way of the function, right? So it's beautiful to feel that deeply. And if they are not that deep, it's their thing, and it's not bad. It's just you're blessed with it. It's the same with somebody can sing, somebody cannot sing. It's like, okay, I can have other things, but they get to sing like this. They get to be expressing themselves over this, and you get to feel so much inside, and you get to be this emotional human being, and it's a beautiful thing. And don't you feel guilty about it, or don't try to go and gain validation from other people, because this is not going to change anything. You still will feel the way you feel, and it is fine. Do not turn down your humanity. Do not numb yourself. It is great to feel your emotions. The only healthy way to manage your emotions is to release them, to flow through them, to help them flow through you. I mentioned it so many times on my YouTube channel. You're like a tube, right? And the emotions are flowing in. And when you're scared, when you're like not accepting them, when you're like, what is that even? And you're trying to inspect them, you're trying to, what is it? Instead of feeling it, instead of actually letting it flow through you, you're shutting down the tuba, and the emotion is staying with you. And if it's something bad, it just starts to rotten in you, it starts to sting, and you're feeling bad and you do not know how to feel about it. And if you just let it flow, it's gonna do its job. It's just gonna flow through you. It's gonna go away, because this is just an emotion. This is not you. This is not who you are. You are the kind of person who gets to feel something, either deeply or not deeply, but you are not your emotions. You are not the emotions that flow through you, okay? Different things, different events make us feel the different way, but this is not who we are. This is not describing us. This is not saying anything about us, okay? This is not giving us like the etiquette, like I'm an angry person. You're not. You just feel the anger a lot. It's what you're gonna do about it. It's the way you're gonna express yourself through this emotion. Beautiful things, how to release your emotions, is, for example, somatic shaking, journaling. Journaling is beautiful. Meditation is great. And because through the meditation, you focus onto the things that are inside of your head. So it's like, it's helping you understand it more. It's helping you understand what caused this certain emotion, and it's helping you feel through it. Because what I mean, like letting this flow through you, it's like you have to feel it fully. Like you have to feel it so much, like focus onto the feeling so much until you stop it, until you feel it till the end, like just fully, like when you're eating a thing. If you're gonna drink the whole thing, there's not gonna be anything else to consume, right? So it's the same with emotion. If you're just gonna hold the cup, it's never gonna go empty, right? If you're not gonna drink it, it's just not gonna go empty. But if you're gonna be drinking it and you're just gonna drink the whole thing and you're just gonna let it flow through you, there's not gonna be anything left. You already consumed it all. So what I love to do when I'm feeling big emotions is that, like, I give myself some safe space, something that I feel comfortable in. Like, even if it's at the function, then I'm just going to the bathroom, or I'm just going to just be alone, and I just close my eyes and I do not count to 10. I do not try to calm myself down. No, when I feel angry, I focus onto this anger. I in my mind, I just fully focus all my attention onto this feeling. I do not try to name it. I just try to think of the source of this, of what triggered it the most. And I think of this trigger. I try to feel it fully. And sometimes I feel so much that I'm shaking even, but I just feel it. And when I'm going to focus so much, after not even a few minutes, it's just going away. And I'm like, okay, I just let it flow through me. And this is the most, I learned it through this one person. His name is Quasi Yohir. I do not know if I'm pronouncing the name properly, but I just basically loved his videos. I started watching him a few years ago, and he helped me so much on my like spiritual awakening and on my self-growth journey. So basically he talked about this method, and I started listening to it. I started like actually like acting through it, right? And it helped me a lot with just releasing. Another great thing to release your emotions is to physically release it. Somatic shaking or dancing. Oh, dancing is great for that. Or even stretching, like especially when you have trauma, when you have like big stress, it all goes into our hips. I don't know if just as a woman, but like I know that for women especially. I don't know if for men, because I usually do this research like also with the feminine energy and stuff like that, but I think also for men it goes right through our hips. So by stretching our hips and massaging our body, we literally release the trauma. Or also here, I know that from Chinese medicine you have here like 2 nerves, and exactly here I feel onto this point, it's like I can feel this nerve, and this nerve is when I have grief or something that like a grudge, it stops here. Like this emotion is staying here. And whenever I'm feeling so much one day that like I feel like this like just staying into my body, I cannot fully release it, then in the evening I stretch and I massage here at least 5 minutes each side. So it's a really great exercise, and I can recommend it to everybody, because demonizing your emotions, it's crazy, because those are just emotions and we get to experience them as humans, and it is beautiful. So instead of demonizing them or being unsure about them and just trying to like give a name on it, put like a label on it, label them, not etiquette them, like label them or name them in any sort of way, just try to focus onto the feeling that they bring, because they are not supposed to be understood in a way for us to describe them. Okay, if you're having an argument and you want to actually understand it, then it's okay to describe how it makes you feel, but it's just for this. You don't have to explain yourself from the things that you feel. You don't have to explain to the other person in a way to search for the validation or search for, can I do it? Can you give me the permission to feel this way? No, you have the permission. Okay, it's just basically the emotion coming to you is already the permission, because this is going individually, right? We feel it so differently, and one event can cause like 5 different people to feel 5 different things, and it can be the same event. So basically, whatever you're experiencing, you're allowed to experience it. You're allowed to feel it. You're allowed to get this emotion, and you're allowed to feel it as deeply as you can. And it's good if you feel it so deeply. It's really good. And you don't have to search for the validation in anybody. Even if you know that you're going to this person and they're going to give you the validation, do not go there. Okay, this is something that I'm trying to work with, because I'm the kind of person, like I said, that I was usually going for this validation to my loved ones, and I always got it. But then I understood, like, why am I not trusting myself enough to actually know that I can feel it and it's normal to feel it? Because the norm, okay, it's not something that a big president said, oh, this is like the, no, like the norm is how I feel. This is me. I don't have to get into the norm even. Like, I don't care if this is normal to feel this way. I don't care if you can validate me or not, or you can think I'm a psycho. I don't care. This is how I feel. So since I feel it already, then you don't get to tell me if I can feel it or not, or if it's normal or not. I don't care. So like, I stopped going to other people like, is it okay for me to feel? No, like, I try to work through it in my head, and it's hard, but it's okay. It's good. It's good to just basically get this trust from yourself that this is my safe space and I get to analyze it on my own, and I do not need to search for the validation on other people. And another thing to learn more about yourself and to build this trust more with yourself is to try to focus more onto what is making this emotion, what is creating this emotion, what is triggering this emotion, because this is also very important to know why some certain events or what certain events are making me feel this way, are making this emotion happen. And I started like getting more clear with, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna feel like this afterwards. Just like basically trying to understand this like a reason result kind of thing. Like, I'm trying to understand myself more. I'm trying to understand what is happening with myself more. And by this way, not only I am creating this trust that like I can choose for myself what is best, because Even if you can experience all those emotions, it's great, right? But sometimes you can save yourself from experiencing the grudge, from experiencing the anger, from experiencing the sadness. And I'm not saying stay in your comfort zone. I'm not saying that, like, okay, like, get away from all the triggers. No, but I'm just saying, if something you feel it's bad for you, it's making you feel negative, then you can just avoid it. And by avoiding it, it's like protecting yourself, right? So since you're protecting yourself, you're building this trust foundation with yourself, and it is very good. So try to look more into why I am feeling like this right now. Like, did I do something before, and what was it that I did before? Like, how can I, like, get into it more? Is it something that is just triggering my past trauma and I should get more into this past trauma, or is it just something that is not aligning with me, with my morals, and this is something that is just like crossing the boundary, and this is why I'm feeling like this? If this is crossing my boundaries, then I'm just gonna avoid it into the future. And this is how you do it. This is how you learn about yourself, and this is how you keep yourself happy, strong, and healthy, like also mentally. Another thing that I want to say is, of course, also about the boundaries, because in this channel we are all about the boundaries, because this is something that is just keeping our rules. See the boundaries in your life as the rules of your life. You get to choose how your life is going to look like. You get to choose what is going to be happening into your life, and you get to choose what you're going to let into your life. So keeping a boundary is like giving those rules, and you're the king of your life. You're the queen of your life. You are just the emperor of your life, and this is great. And you get to choose everything. You get to make the rules. And if somebody doesn't like that, they don't have to be in your life, but just basically it's your system that you get to create. And it is really nice to look at it this way, because this way you can actually feel like, okay, my life is my kingdom. What are the rules in my kingdom? I get to create it on my own, and this is really, really nice. So if somebody is crossing the boundary, you can, if you feel bad about this, bring it up, okay? If this makes you feel a certain way, you can bring it up, and it is good to bring it up. It is good to communicate how you feel, and you cannot neglect yourself to save someone else's feelings, because the feelings that they're gonna feel over you saying no, it's their thing, okay? You are not responsible for how somebody else feels. If you are hurting them, or if they communicating their boundary to you and you are crossing them, this is not okay. You're not supposed to do this. It works both ways. But also, if you did nothing wrong, and like how they are feeling, it's their thing. It's their job to manage those emotions, as well as it is your job to manage yours. So if somebody's actions made you feel a certain way, you can communicate it, you can bring it up. Do not neglect how you feel for somebody else's sake. Nobody's that important in your life to stay quiet when you're hurting. Nobody. If they care about you, then they will not do anything to make you hurt, ever. And this is something that I think takes a lot for other people to understand, that when somebody actually cares about you, their worst fear is to hurt you. And I know that even when sometimes I'm super, super mad at my sister, and like we were arguing or something like that, and for example, like I'm seeing it from my perspective, how she hurted me, then we are talking about it, and she told me that what I did, and I didn't realize it before, hurted her a lot, and it made her feel like this and that. There is like all my emotions are like kind of like, wait, did I hurt her? Did I actually do something that made my sister cry? Like, this is not what I want to do. So the next time I'm gonna be like in an option to do something like that, I'm not gonna do it, because I would never ever want to do something consciously that would hurt her. She's like literally, she's my sweetheart, she's my princess, and I would never ever do something like that. And also to my parents, to my brother, like I would never do something to consciously hurt the people that I love. And if somebody actually cares about you, also to my friends, also to my boyfriend, I'm just saying in general, not only to the people that are like in my everyday life or the closest to me, like I would never do anything to hurt the people that I care even like a little bit about. So if you're not gonna bring up some issue because you're like, okay, but they will attack me, why would they do that? Why would they do that? If they care about you and you're gonna tell them, this is hurting me, would they not care about that? So think about, are you actually like willing to numb yourself to save the people who are not even caring enough to stop their actions in order not to hurt you? Is this really what you want to do? What you will not let into your life, what you will not accept in your life, it's not going to be in your life. This is your kingdom. And if somebody is not going to respect the boundaries that you're going to put, they will not be in your life. You don't have to let them in your life. And the same is, why am I also talking about it here on this video about emotions, is that when you feel something, it's because you're letting it come to you. You're letting it affect you in any sort of way. So if somebody does something and you already like put it the boundary, already do not let them in your life, it's also you can choose not to be hurted by what they're doing. You can choose not to be affected in any sort of way over what they're doing. And let me tell you, like, there are so many people who are rooting for my downfall, or there are so many people who are just basically haters and they do not want me to succeed, or any other people in any sort of matter, or any other people. But if I'm not letting it affect me in any sort of way, I can choose not to let it affect me. I'm not gonna feel any sort of way about it, any type of way. So since you have the power, like mentally, you're so powerful that you can literally just like stop some triggers from other people, because we give the power to other people, okay? We can give them the power to make us some type of way, or we cannot give them the power. And sometimes when I'm feeling triggered over other people, I'm like choosing not to. And then I just look at them, I'm like, I don't know if you ever watch Gilmore Girls. I love this TV show. There is this character that is not having a best relationship with their mom. And she even described one time that every time she is being called names or just tried to be triggered by her mom, then she is just like trying for it not to trigger her, but to amuse her. Like, if somebody wants my downfall, I'm gonna let it amuse me. I'm gonna be like, like, I get to choose how I feel over the certain things. And I'm not saying that you have to like program yourself always how you feel over certain events, because I'm not saying if somebody hits you, you're gonna be happy. No. This is not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, if somebody that you're already try to cut out is trying to trigger you in any sort of way, if you're not gonna let them trigger you, they're not gonna trigger you. And if they succeed in this, if they trigger you, do not numb this emotion, okay? If it's already happening, do not numb it. Do not try to be like, okay, no, I'm good, and then inside you're like, I'm gonna kill somebody. Be like, be the tube. The emotion already flew in, okay? Do not try to be like, no, there is no elephant in the room, nothing is happening. No. If it's already inside, then just try to just breathe through it, focus onto emotion, focus onto this feeling, and just feel it flow through you. That's it. That's all you can do, because how you feel, you are responsible for it, okay? And you are responsible for what you're letting in your life. But if it's already like in your life, you have to manage it. You have to release it. You have to let it flow. Do not numb it. Do not try to avoid it, or do not like close it in yourself. Release. And also focus onto like how your body feels with certain things, because especially as women, we have a very, very high intuition, like a huge one, like very, very high. So whenever we are feeling like this might not be good for us, but we do not have any validation from other source, like we do not have any like proof this is not good for us, it's just a feeling. Trust your feelings. Trust how you feel. Trust what your body tells you. Or sometimes you, for example, drink matcha and you're like, I don't feel it okay. Like those little emotions, those little like, what is wrong? Like, you know, if you're having like your intuition speaks to you, you know what I'm talking about. Like every woman, there's this like woman intuition, even like there's this thing that is called woman intuition, because we have such powerful intuition. Like sometimes we're just like, I feel it a lot. And as like masculine is more about the doing, it's more over like what I'm gonna do, the actions. Feminine is more of the feelings, it's more of the energy. So we as women, we are very, very emotional. Also, when it comes to like the way our brains are programmed, like women are more into feelings in general. So if you're an emotional man, we love that. Stay here, king, stay in my channel. I love it. But I'm just saying, women are usually, not generalizing, more emotional. So we have this kind of intuition that is beautiful, that we're supposed to embrace. And whenever we feel a certain way, trust it. Listen to it. Also, if you're a guy and you feel like your body's trying to tell you something, listen to it, okay? Do not try to be like, no, but nobody told me. If your body is telling you something, if it is giving you the signals, you're supposed to trust them. You're not supposed to ignore it. Nobody ever will know as well as you for yourself. Even though sometimes we're consciously like, just going one way and we're not trying to listen to anybody else, we know what is best for ourselves always. Our body knows how to heal itself. Our body knows what it needs. Our bodies are so freaking smart. It's the smartest machine ever existing. So if it tells you, if it shows you in any sort of way that you're supposed to do something or you're not supposed to do something, listen. Do not try to but maybe. No, shut up and listen to it, okay? It's also gonna build this trust foundation with yourself. So it's even two benefits at once. So just shut up and listen to your body and just let the emotions flow, okay? It is very important to get in touch with your emotions. It is super, super, super important, because basically everything that is happening in our life, we do it for the feelings. We do not do it just to have the material goods. We do it for the way it's going to make us feel. So since we're doing everything for the feelings, do not underestimate the feelings. They are very, very powerful. So learn how to embrace them. Learn how to manage them. This is very important. And just stay in touch with your emotions. Just be there and be more conscious about them. And do not demonize them at all. And remember, if somebody tells you it's not that deep, they're not that deep. Feel it fully, okay? Do not think for yourself, or am I weird for... Validate yourself for your emotions. You get to feel this way. This is why you're feeling this way. If you're already feeling, you get to feel it. That's it. I love you guys so, so much, and I cannot wait to talk to you the next time. If you like this video, remember to click all the buttons down below, and if something resonated with you, comment. I love to hear everything that you have to say on my videos, and also if something didn't, I especially want to hear about this, and I love you guys so much. Talk to you next week. Bye!